Hello and welcome to the recording of wage computations. We have an illustration document here, which is a summary of the monthly computations for November. Now, this document normally should be on the wages file, but a copy of this summary document could be put on the purchases and payments file. There's no harm. Now let's start by identifying the vital information on this document. Number one is the gross wages amount, which you need. Number two should be the NI and PAYE, which is actually a sum of this employer's NI, employees NI, and PAYE, and that is the amount due to HMRC or the tax authority. Then we have the net pay, the net amount payable to the employee. And of course, we have got the date here. Now, this is going to be recorded using what we call a multi-journal. So click the accounting tab, click journals, the drop down, and select the multi-journal. Now, this is a big form. This is a big form, and we'll pull it upwards there. Now, the first requirement is the account to be debited, and that is the gross wages account. Now, this drop down has got a total of 265 accounts. So if you don't know the account number, then you've got to flick through all of them. Now, the gross wages account is account number 50. We select that, click tab. The amount for the gross wages is 1320. Click tab. Now we should be going to the narration, and basically that should be November wages. Should be in the next one, should be November wages. November wages, we click tab, source document number, we can call it wage computation 1, WC1. But if it's filed on the purchases and payments file, then you can give it a number according to its location on the file. Now, next we look at the date, which was the 30th of November. So we type 30/11/15, click tab, and remember it's the first month for the demo business. Type a 01, click tab, and we move to the plus sign. Now, to get from that plus sign, we click that to get the next row for recording, or you press enter, one of the two. I click that, and it gives us row number 2. Now, it has auto inserted the next account in the chart of accounts, and that is account number 51. And by coincidence, that is the account we require for recording the employer's NI. The employer's NI is 113, so we just click tab, type 113, tab. The narration is already done, and it is already at number 2 to be clicked for the next row. Click that, and it generates account 52, which is not what we require. Now, apparently the account we require, according to my memory, should be 232 if we want to avoid scrolling down. Otherwise, we can scroll down until we find the NI and PAYE account. So we scroll down, NI and PAYE account. That one, account 232, we tap. Now that account should be credited with 258. So it is minus 258 and tab. When we click tab, it goes straight to the box, the button that adds the next row. Now you will realize that the difference from our three entries is 1175, and 1175 is the net pay that we require to post to account 233. So we click that one, and account 233 comes not by coincidence, but simply because it is next to account 232. So when we click tab, now we type in the net pay amount, which is 1175, as a minus 1175. When we click tab, it's ready to go on to number 4. But then that's the end of recording for our wage computation. Now, this journal can save or paste if the difference is a 0. So when we click insert, the values are pasted on the double entry sheet. The dates, the month, first quarter, narrations, source document, transaction, amounts. Now the amounts, for clarification, let's have another look at them. 1230 is debited to account 50. 113, account 51. 258 is credited to account 232, and 1175 is credited to account 233. Now, can we confirm? Before we confirm, we need to update all the reports. So it's Control Alt F5, Control Alt F5 once, and Control Alt F5 second time. Next thing is to check on our reports. Have they been updated? So the first one is the general ledger. 1320 as debit entries, minus 258 minus 1175 as credit entries. There is a 0 to confirm that double entry is verified in the general ledger. We have a quick look at a trial balance, and those are our 4 values. There's a difference of 0, and that's the end of recording wage computations. So we click double entry to scroll down to where the transaction was pasted, and that is just down here. And this was our source document. There we are. Thank you so much. We meet on the next task.